I have returned! New year, new me, new clothes, new secret recording bunkers so the government can't spy on me. I'm feeling good, gamers. For those of you not in the know, I decided to take the month of January off in order to decompress from the holidays, work on some back-end content, regroup and restructure going into my third year on YouTube, and more or less just take a fucking break. Apparently though, taking a vacation was a huge mistake. How could you all let this happen? I leave for 1 month, and you bunch of hooligans go and let the internet fall to actual pieces. Mr. Beast is getting canceled, Starfield got delayed again, the entire internet is unifying in their shared hatred for the not Scooby-Doo show Velma, and to top it all off, the fucking Enclave came back. Gee whiz, guys, we're in quite the pickle this time. Now don't you go worrying about things for even a second, cause old Uncle Toshi is here to put it all into perspective for you. Tuck you in at night, give you a nice warm glass of milk, and show you that the scary monster in your closet is just Andrew Tate trying to hide from the law. Actually, he is being investigated for human trafficking. In all seriousness, though, some pretty big things did happen over the last month, and I think it would be interesting to talk about them. As per my usual shtick, I'll be making videos talking about Fallout and Bethesda-related news and topics, but just to shake things up going into 2023 proper, there are some other topics that I'd like to talk about from time to time. Rather, I'd like to try to flex my film buff experience, talk a little bit about movies, TV shows, and other media-related topics every now and again. I mentioned this before in a previous video, but I'll be going and making reaction videos talking about the Fallout Amazon series episodes whenever they come out, either on a week-to-week basis as they drop episodically, or the entire season as a whole if it drops all at once. We'll see how all that plays out. Unfortunately, however, in the words of everybody's giant favorite Marvel-branded raisin, reality is often disappointing, and my content, at least for the time being, will be slowing down a tick, as in order to keep the lights on here at Toshi Incorporated, I've been forced to get a job. I know, it's not fair. Some might even call it cruel and unusual punishment for some cosmic level crime that I've committed. But just like with my past relationships, all good things don't last forever. To expand on the follower Toshi lore a bit, I'm not some loser who's never had a job. I'm some loser who just hasn't worked for the better part of 4 months? Something like that. I left a position at the tail end of the summer, took some time off, and now I'm currently in a work training program going into IT support, and it's practically a full-time job in and of itself. That is basically to say that I have a lot less time to dedicate towards content creation, editing specifically. However, I am hoping to be able to hire an editor after a few months in my actual job. So hopefully sometime this spring or early summer we'll be able to kick things up a notch. Ideally anyway, fingers crossed. Pray that I don't break a bone or explode or anything like that. The same also applies to my streaming schedule. Because I have to dedicate more time towards my studies, it means I unfortunately have less time to focus on content creation and streaming schedules. As such, my hiatus from streaming will continue, for now anyway. But as I said, going into the spring and early summer, I'm hoping to be able to return in some capacity once I'm settled into my new position. And at least for right now, I'm projecting that will probably be over the weekend as opposed to my Friday-Saturday streaming schedule as I was doing previously. This is my current plan, however, but as of now, it's up in the air until I get settled into my next job opportunity. It could change, maybe it won't. We'll see what happens. But I just wanted to let you know in either situation, I have not forgot about streaming, and it is still something that I plan on returning on in the near future, as you guys seem to really enjoy the engagement. As do I. Until then, you can always interact with me on Twitter, @FollowerToshi, in my YouTube comments tab, my Instagram page, and of course, my Discord. Links to all those are in the description below. Now don't you go worrying your pretty little heads though. It's not all gray skies and puppy dog tears, as even though I'll be slowing down my content for a bit, there is something that I've been wanting to kick off for a very long time, and I think now is finally the time to talk about it. Ever since I became more aware of the larger Fallout community, especially with doing YouTube these past couple of years, I've become more and more aware of other well-known names in our community. Lone Vault Wanderer, Nocturnal Naomi, Zero Fox, loads of unique and interesting people that make up our weird and sometimes inwardly hostile little community. So I started to ask myself, just who are all the big names in the Fallout community? There are the obvious like Al Chessbreach, ESO, and Kevduit, but I feel like I'm constantly being exposed to more and more exciting projects that have apparently been around for a while, but I somehow didn't know about. And I feel like many of you haven't either. I'm excited to announce that I'm starting a podcast. That's right, I've sold out. Affectionately dubbed the Atomcast, this podcast experiment will be me sitting down with different noteworthy members of the Fallout community to talk to them about things such as, how they contribute to the community, their opinions on their games, and the larger gaming community as a whole. With my study requirements, I'm hoping to at least put out 2 videos a week, on Mondays and Fridays. But I hope you guys won't get too upset if it's just one. I will, of course, be doing my best to remain consistent throughout. I'm really stoked to see what you all think of this kind of video format. It's a project I've been wanting to work on for a while now, and one that I feel the community at large would find helpful. A sort of Fallout community compendium for people to learn about different creators, creatives, and both minor and major celebrities across our wild and wacky little community. This video specifically is more so just me getting back into the swing of things, letting you all know what's going on, and what I got planned going into 2023. I hope you're as excited as I am. For now though, that's going to be it for this video. There was some pretty memorable stuff that happened over the last month that I might have missed, so if there was anything crazy cool that happened this month that you want to see me talk about, leave a comment and I'll take a gander. I thank you so much for watching, Happy New Year, like and subscribe and stuff, and I will see you all out there in the wasteland.